This is the Transformers Generations Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Arcee. The figure is absolutely, you know what, I honestly don't know what to make of it at this point in time. It looks pretty cool. There are a lot of good things about it. Sadly, there are a lot of negative things about it as well. I'll reserve my final ratings for this figure till the end of the video. It's a mixed bag for me. Let's take a closer look at the details of this figure. And so for some comparisons, here is Studio Series 86 Arcee with the Cyberverse Deluxe Arcee. Here she is with Earthrise or Kingdom Arcee. And finally, here she is with the Takaratomi Legends or IDW Arcee, which I think she is based off, for the most parts, in engineering versus the Earthrise or Kingdom Arcee. As far as the blaster goes, it's the exact same one, just done in a darker gray plastic. This is the Legends, and this is the Studio Series 86. And now let's take a look at the details of this figure. As you can clearly see, the legs are completely new. I thought it was going to be exactly the same one as the Earthrise or Kingdom version of Arcee, but it's not. It's a new mold, and yeah, it's definitely new. The knees are new. I thought the feet would be exactly the same as the Legends or IDW version, but they're not. The shoulders though and biceps look identical with the Legends or the IDW. Yep, I think they repurposed that mold, and then they remolded the forearm. I think it uses the same elbow, but they covered up the forearm. Also, they've given it a new set of hands. These are more circular in shape in the inner palm or the inner hands, and they're no longer the brittle thumbs that this figure had. They've splayed out the thumb a little bit more, but it's not quite like this one. So it's completely new. There's some texture on it, some ridges and all that. Also, the head sculpt, I thought they would just recycle this one, but if you look closely, it's a completely new sculpt, I believe. I think it's a bigger version of the IDW version. It looks very similar, but this one doesn't have the light piping, and it's definitely bigger. With regard the backpacks, oh my goodness, obviously the Kingdom Earthrise version will have the biggest. It is removable, obviously, but I don't want to remove it. I just want to see everything in it. And yeah, you can clearly see that this one is the exact same one as this one. They borrowed the front end, same with the wheels of the Legends or IDW version, and it has the same peg holes and whatnot. See, I honestly don't get that. They had an opportunity to remold the whole figure, and yet I don't know if it's laziness or they wanted to cut costs. They had to repurpose the arms, the top part of the arms, shoulders and biceps, and the front part of the car. The neck piece is definitely different, but that chest piece is looking very, very identical. It looks identical. Huh. I guess they recycled that one as well. Oh man, they recycled a lot of bits and pieces. So the chest looks recycled, the shoulders and biceps, as well as the top part or front part of the car. Now, as far as weapons go, obviously she can hold the one she has that comes with her. You can also plug it on the side of her thigh. The weapons from this figure, I believe she can also hold them. And they also plug into the peg holes on her thighs. They're circular 5mm peg holes. Can she hold the Kingdom or Earthrise blaster? Yes, she can. Can she hold the swords? Obviously, I guess. Yep. Yeah, she can definitely hold the swords. Articulation for this figure. The neck is on a ball joint that allows you to make the figure look up so she can go in a flying position or in a, I guess, in a running position. You can get her. I thought that was pretty cool. This is a nice touch. They remolded the neck, and it allows, and the head sculpt has been given a lot of clearance for that ball joint to allow you to do these poses. She does now have a waist swivel, which is very cool. There's also a hinge right here. This is mainly due because of transformation, but it serves as an ab crunch. The shoulders are still on ball joint, obviously, with the bicep swivel, ratcheting elbows. No wrist articulation. The hips are on a very solid universal hinge joint right here, the lower thigh. And then the knees, they can bend about 110 degrees. And then the ankles, they go up and down. And they've got a hinge that serves as a rocker tilt or rocker joint. As far as paint apps go, it's okay, I guess. There's a lot of unpainted plastic, a lot of pink, glossy, and matte finish plastic that's not painted, lots of white plastic that's not painted. You got some gray paint right here on her belly, some pink paint apps on her knees, some gray on her calves, some pink on her forearm. The face is painted light pink. Eyes are painted electro spark blue, some lipstick on her. I like the pink, it's okay. I just feel it's a little bit muted. I kind of prefer the bright carnation pink that we get with the Earthrise and the Legends or IDW version. The IDW version is really pink. This one's light. I think the best pink is still the Earthrise Kingdom version. I think still has the best pink. This one just has a hint of violet to it. And now for the dreaded transformation. I mean, if there's any critique I'm going to give this figure, apart from that huge backpack, it is the transformation. The first thing you want to do, you want to untab this chest and then this waist piece right here, or abdomen piece. You're going to stretch that out. Okay, and then you're going to fold out this entire top part. And then the head is going to squeeze in underneath right there, the bonnet. And then this chest will move in to form the front part of the car. The arms are gonna move in right here, okay? And then at this point, you want to unravel and unfold the second part of the backpack, which is the rear part of the car. You're gonna go ahead and do this. Go ahead and flip open these panels right here, and then there's the rear bumper. And then you're gonna, go and fold this entire section like this. Okay, and then you line up these pieces. It's not a good fit, mainly because everything's new and this one is old, but what are you gonna do, right? So the fists, you're gonna scoot them underneath the, the headlamps, or the front fender. You're gonna scoot them right there. And then these slots right there on the shoulders, those are for these tabs right here. So you're gonna tab them in like that, and there you go. Essentially, that is the top part of the car done. Now the legs. You want to rotate the waist piece right here. And then you want to position the legs this way. It's like she's a ballerina, all right? She's going to do her exercises. Okay, just fold it like this. So yeah, she's like a ballerina doing her exercises. And then what you want to do is you want to fold this piece right here, right there. Fold the entire pelvic assembly down as low as you can. And then the feet, they are going to tab those stabilizing heel spurs. They are going to slot in right there in that slot. So it will take some maneuvering. Okay, slot them in, okay, like that. And then just fold it, press on it. So if you've done it properly, this is Studio Series 86 Arcee's alt mode, the Cybertronian or Earth mode. Incredible futuristic race car, and it should clear the floor. See, it'll roll nicely, perfectly, without any scraping sounds. In the entire leg assembly, as well as most parts of the robot mode, should be able to clear the floor very nicely. Oh, the gun? The gun will sit right here in between her legs, and that too should clear the floor. Yep, if you do it properly. And the annoying bit is, I don't think it's any different from the experience you get from transforming the Earthrise or Kingdom Arcee or Alita 1 or Lifeline and whatnot, because it's still unenjoyable, unlike the experience you get when transforming the IDW or Legends Arcee. And so for some comparisons in alt mode, here's SS86 Arcee with the Cyberverse Deluxe Arcee, with Earthrise Kingdom Arcee, and with the IDW Legends Arcee. And here's all four of them in one go. And so some final thoughts on the Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Arcee. I think it's a good attempt at trying to give us the definitive Arcee for the Generations line. The figure has its faults, but I think it's a decent enough attempt. Does it replace the IDW or Legends Takara Tomy Arcee? Probably not. I think this figure is still superior to this figure in more ways than one. I think this figure has some advantages over these other two figures, particularly articulation. The alt mode's pretty decent. The head sculpt is great. Color-wise, I think this one is still the best in terms of color, but overall, in terms of the Arcee for the Generations line, I don't think a lot of collectors will be replacing their Legends Arcee anytime soon, especially with this, not with this Studio Series 86. It's a decent attempt. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I did like a lot of things about it, but sadly, there's a lot of things that needs improvement, and I think Hasbro needs to go back to the drawing board for another version of Generations Arcee. Do let me know in the comment section what you think of the Studio Series 86 Arcee. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.